Hey, hey, Libra. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and I will be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance reading for the month of May 2020. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are, staying healthy. I'm getting the feeling that, Libra, you really need to focus on rest and self-care right now. So do what you can to, make sure your health is a priority. I don't know why that just came through, so I'm sharing it. If this is your first time catching one of my videos, I do invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I am using my white tarot deck. For clarifiers, I will use my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then, Libra, I will close out your reading with the Numerology Guidance Oracle card. You will also notice that I read jumper cards. When I'm shuffling, sometimes you will see cards literally fly out of the deck. Or, they will flip over, skew out. I pay attention to those cards because I do believe they're communicating something specific. So I always acknowledge that. So let's go ahead and get right to it, Libra. What do we need to know for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2020? What do we need to know for the sign of Libra? All right, Libra. So I can see right off the bat that you're kind of stepping back from some things. Now I'm feeling like this is probably something work related because you are really trying to just make some decisions here and you don't want to move too quickly, but at the same time, you're not looking to waste time either. I do see that you are just really kind of considering every possible angle, every possibility, every option, and you are not, it's like you're trying to really trust yourself in some of the decisions that are being presented to you, especially as it relates to money, as it relates to work, as it relates to your business. We have the Hermit card upright, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, Death card in the reverse. Then we also have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit card is all about you going within. We all have been going through some self-isolation due to the current circumstances, so that totally makes sense. But for you, Libra, you're kind of taking it to the next level. You're really trying to distance yourself, not only physically, but also maybe emotionally and spiritually, maybe even mentally, because you're really feeling like you just kind of need to be left alone a while. You need to kind of give yourself time and space to really figure out what direction you're going to go, what's going to be the next move. Now, this happens as we move into that first week of May, okay? So you may start to feel this shift happening towards the end of April, but you're going to feel it very strongly during that first week of May. We also have the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands here. I'm feeling like these are some people. I'm feeling like this is something of an emotional connection here, and I'm feeling like this is more of a professional connection. But there are a couple of people around you who are, I don't want to say they're not being supportive, but at the same time, they're just not necessarily working with you in a harmonious way. It's probably the most diplomatic way I can say it. Now, this doesn't mean that there's arguing or there's fighting or someone is, plotting out against you. Far from it. It's just that, everybody kind of is in their own headspace. Everybody is kind of doing their own thing. And like I said, because you're starting to feel this way with the people around you, it's caused you to kind of go within a little bit more, kind of to close yourself off a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all go through these periods and these cycles of, where we are more connected, and then sometimes we have to disconnect a little bit for our own well-being. And I'm feeling like that's kind of what's going on here. There's a personal relationship that you're kind of trying to consider, what's next with that, what's going to happen. And then you also have a professional, some type of a working relationship where it's the same thing. You're kind of questioning, maybe the integrity of someone, or maybe you're questioning someone's intentions. So whatever the case may be, just know that your feelings are justified and they are valid, and you're doing whatever you need to do to protect yourself first and foremost. Next, we have the Death card in the reverse position. This means change is coming, but it's going to be very, very slow. And I think we all know that things are changing for us, around us, in our lives, in our environment even. Our relationships are changing. Our connections with others are changing. So just kind of know that the process of change is going to feel a little bit slower for you, Libra. Other signs are kind of experiencing changes dramatically, but for you, it's going to be a slow, steady change, something that you can kind of learn to work with as things happen, and you're not going to be so caught off guard. So this is a good thing. Next, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is you, again, kind of having the final say about what's good for you. Now, other people are going to give you input. Other people are going to kind of tell you what you should and should not do. But you're trusting yourself here. You're trusting your gut. You're also feeling like, you know what's best for you. You're tired of kind of getting too much interference from other people, unsolicited opinions, people kind of giving you their 2 cents when you didn't really ask for it. It's going to be okay. Just know this has nothing to do with you, and it has more to do with the current circumstances, about everybody kind of being on edge, and people either being trying to exert more control where they really don't have any. But just know that you're doing what you need to do to stand up for yourself, and you are being assertive in the way that you need to be, and that's very, very good. Finally, we have this Seven of Pentacles. Work is going to also be slow. You could see a change in the workflow in what you're doing. Now, it doesn't matter if you are a business owner, if you are employed or unemployed. You're just going to see that there's going to be some changes for you as far as the volume of work that you're doing, the amount of work that you're doing. It could also be that maybe you just kind of take a little break from work. Not that you're slacking, not at all. But I do see that there is going to be just a disruption in the workflow. And again, you're going to have to apply that in the way that makes sense for you, depending on your situation. But just know that work will not be continuous and steady. It could be a little inconsistent, or it could be where you're busy one day and then you're not busy for 2 days, and then you're busy again for 3 days, and then you're not busy for 1 day. So just know that that's kind of something that's it's like an irregular flow, but I think you're still going to be okay. It's really nothing to worry about. All right. So let's see what shows up for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2020. What do we need to know for the sign of Libra? Okay, Libra. Well, you definitely have some new things brewing. There's some new stuff coming up, especially as it relates to your work. Some good decisions are being made in your favor. Also, you got some new projects coming. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's break it all down. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. Then we have the King of Pentacles upright, Seven of Swords upright, Justice upright, and Empress. Now, the Two of Swords here tells me that you have been either going back and forth on a decision, or you think you have to make a decision, but you really don't. So again, depending on your circumstances, depending on how this resonates, you'll have to apply it as it fits. If it doesn't fit, feel free to ignore it. But I'm getting the feeling that you have been going back and forth on a decision. Should I or shouldn't I? Will I or won't I? Can I not? It's okay. You just have to be careful that you hemming and hawing and going back and forth could cause you to waste a little bit of time. So just be aware of that. You don't want to procrastinate, but at the same time, you don't want indecision to prevent you from moving forward in the way that you are wanting to move forward. So just be aware of that, okay? Sometimes we can be our own worst enemy, just like we can be our own best friend. This is something that I think has been going on for a while with you, Libra, and you know this is something that you need to change, and you also know that this is something that could be affecting you in other ways, not just with work. Okay, so just do what you can to make a decision and stick with it. And if you find out later that it's not the right decision, know that you can course correct. Nothing is ever set in stone. You can try other things. Yeah, and I think that's all I'm going to say for that. Next up, we have the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in the upright means it's all about financial literacy. You're doing something right as it pertains to your money. You're very knowledgeable about something. Maybe it could be investments, it could be real estate, it could be, financial, business, whatever the case may be. This is very good. It shows me that you have been doing the homework, you've been doing your research, you've been taking your time, and you've been very, very meticulous about how you're spending your money, how you're saving your money, and exactly planning out your strategy for growth, for increase. And the other good thing is when I see this card, it tells me that you do have some type of a solid financial plan in place. Now, this could be something long term, but it also applies to the short term. If you do have money coming in, you already know the bills that are going to get paid, how much you're going to save, and how much you're going to set aside for some fun. So you're very, very responsible as it comes to that, and I think that's very, very good. Seven of Swords here. Someone is trying to take something away from you. I think you might know who this person is. Whenever this shows up, it's always somebody who's close to you. Sometimes somebody who feels a little threatened by you, or someone who could be envious or jealous, or someone trying to take credit for something that you did, and they're trying to, take credit and be the good one. But whatever it is, I think someone who could be near you, who could kind of fit into that slot. So just be careful. It's not anything that's going to be damaging or long term, but it is something that you just need to pay attention to, okay? If you have a gut feeling about someone who's trying to be kind of a frenemy, so to speak, trust that feeling, because you are right on target with that. And again, this shows up in that second week of May. So, pay attention to the timing and pay attention to the people who are around you during this time of the month. Justice card upright. A decision is being made in your favor, Libra. That's very, very good. You don't really have any say over the decision. However, the decision affects you directly in a positive way. This could be something work related, it could be something financially related, or it could just be something that you've been waiting to hear back on, and you finally do get word that yes, the answer is positive. So that's great. Get ready. Finally, we have the Empress card here. This is what I was talking about, new projects coming your way. Also, it could be the start of something new. Now, sometimes when the Empress shows up, it means pregnancy. But I'm feeling like in this case, this is a new opportunity, a new project, a new collaboration, a new job even. There's going to be a new opportunity for you to be making some money, both in the short and long term, once we hit that second week of May. So pay attention. Keep your eyes and ears open for any type of new possibilities that are coming your way. I want to pull one more card on this because I'm just feeling intuitively that there might be something else we need to know. For the sign of Libra, yes, it's something work related. Page of Wands, this is a message coming through. So you are going to hear some type of a message, some type of information or something as it relates to work about a new project, a new opportunity. I see that very clearly, like I said, with the Page of Wands. This, like I said, is a message forthcoming. And because it's in the upright position, this is something definitely very positive. Uh-oh. Okay, my apologies. The dog had to confirm that for us. But anyways, like I said, this is something, a positive news message coming your way. And it is going to be something of a new opportunity. Could be a new job offer, could be something along that nature, but it is going to be something work related. So that happens in the second week of May. And I think it's going to be good. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. See what else shows up for the sign of Libra as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of May 2020, what do we need to know for the sign of Libra? Oh, there's that person again. All right, what do we need to know for the sign of Libra? All right, Libra. So we've got that Seven of Swords again. So whatever the issue is with this person, and I think you know who this person is, Libra, it takes care of itself as we move into the second half of May. This is good. Either the person kind of gets the message and goes in a different direction and leaves you alone, or it could just be that you kind of decide to put up some boundaries and you decide to kind of keep your distance. This is good. You know, it's kind of like a problem that takes care of itself. It's like the solution just kind of appears and you don't have to do much for it. This is good, again, because it frees up your energy and your attention for more prosperous things. We also have Temperance here. This means that things are going to start kind of shifting and moving into balance for you if you're feeling a little scattered, especially as it relates to work and money or your business. Just know that things are going to kind of fall into place. It may not feel like it, but as we move into the second week of May, things are definitely going to kind of shift. Things are definitely going to change for the better. And I can say that because we have the Wheel of Fortune here. Also, we have the Eight of Wands. This means that things start happening quickly. The Eight of Wands is all about speed. Sometimes it's also the trajectory of the direction that things are going. This is very positive. This means that once things start happening, they start happening quickly. So get ready. The Chariot in the reverse position, sometimes this is feeling like you're going to be pulled in several different directions. Now, you may have several things coming up that are all going to need your attention and going to need your time, or it could just mean that things are happening so quickly that literally you are feeling like you're being pulled in two different directions. Just know that this is something you can handle, Libra. This is not something that's going to, overwhelm you or take you out of the game, but just know that you're going to have to stay on top of it. You're going to have to stay, 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. And I think this is something that's definitely going to prepare you for greater, bigger, better, faster, stronger, for big growth. You have been working, you've been diligent, you've been persistent, and things are finally going to start moving in a way that, shows all of your effort and your hard work has been paying off. Now we have the Ace of Swords here. This is about a stop and go or a delay of a new project. And I say that because it fell onto the Empress card. Remember, the Empress is all about new beginnings, new growth. So while you will have some new opportunities, just know things may be a little stop and go. Now, this is not necessarily a bad card, not at all, especially because I see the Wheel of Fortune here. So I know this is not a bad thing. Sometimes there's things just outside of your control and things have to be put on hold. Sometimes you have to backtrack a little bit. Sometimes you have to kind of stop and go. You take a little bit of action and then things have to kind of, settle, and then you keep going, and then things have to settle again, and then you keep going. So just trust the process. Don't be in any rush. Be very, very patient, and just know that things are moving forward. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune here, this is a unexpected stroke of good luck happening for you, especially as we move into the second half of May. Now, I've been seeing this card in, I think, almost every sign's reading this month, and it's always been in the upright position. I think a lot of us are going to see that things are going to start shifting and turning in our favor in a very positive and powerful way. So get ready. You're going to be at the right place at the right time. You're going to have a stroke of luck when you're out. You're going to be connecting with the right people in the right way. Things are going to be very synchronistic as the way they happen. All right, so stay ready so you don't have to get ready, because good things are definitely coming your way, especially as it relates to work and as it relates to your money. All right, so what else do we need to know? There you go. Ace of Pentacles. What else do we need to know? For the sign of Libra, as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of May 2020. All right, Libra. All right, so like I said, unexpected good luck. Sometimes this means a windfall too, a windfall of cash, an infusion, a direct infusion of money, of revenue, of clients, customers. All I can say is get ready. And I can say that again because we've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is the start of a brand new enterprise, a brand new business, money literally being handed to you for something in some way. It's going to be a positive start. Like I said, get ready. And I also think too that your timing is just going to be very impeccable as we move towards the second half of May. Just pay attention to when you're doing things. Keep track of your appointments. Keep track of your conversations. Keep track of where you're going, the time of day, things like that. Because you're going to start to see, like I said earlier, there's going to be some synchronicity in these things that you may think are just chance, random occurrences. Not at all. They're going to be very... I want to say the word calculated, but that may not necessarily be correct. But you're going to see that there's going to be things happening for you in a very harmonious way. Now, we also have the Four of Wands here. Now, the Four of Wands is all about stability and foundation. Sometimes, though, when we see it in the reverse position, it could mean that things just have to be... you have to kind of reinforce something, right? So maybe things aren't as strong as they could be the first time right out the gate. So you have to go back and kind of maybe put a little bit more pieces into the puzzle, reinforce the strength, do what you can to kind of double bag it, so to speak. That's all that I'm seeing here with this. So it's not anything to be alarmed about, but if you can add another layer to the situation, or add a little bit more to make things a little bit stronger, go ahead and do that. We also have the Three of Cups here. Now, the Three of Cups in the reverse tells me about a gathering that probably will not happen. It could be a party or an event or something that you may have planned ahead of time. I'm feeling like this is like a professional networking situation. I'm thinking because of the circumstances of the things that our world is going through right now, whatever type of professional event or conference or convention, something of that nature is just not going to happen. It's going to be postponed. It's still good though, it's just because everybody is concerned about everyone's health and safety. You're going to see some postponements, cancellations, or delays as it relates to a specific professional work-related event. Now we also have the World card here. This is another positive card, one of the most positive cards in the deck. And it also shows the completion of a cycle. It also shows that things kind of come around full circle. This card can also recommend travel. It could also signify that you're going somewhere. You're literally going to be traveling somewhere across the world. I'm feeling more, though, that this is just kind of things just kind of happening in their own cycle, in their own timing, and in their own way. It's a very positive card. So as we move towards the end of May, Libra, just know that you've got a lot of positive, good things happening, and things are going to go full circle. And you're going to start to see that, and you're going to be able to use that to your advantage. Next, we have the King of Wands. This is something that's going on in the workplace. This is like I want to say that you are in the workplace, and I'm feeling like this is somebody that you're connected to, but for some reason, things are not necessarily going as you had planned, but it's not anything negative. I'm feeling like this is a mutual decision of two people who are working together, and for some reason they decide, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And there's no negative or animosity, nothing like that. It's just I'm feeling like this is someone's going, it's like you guys both decide, okay, this is just not going to work. And they're like, yeah, I feel the same way. Take care. Let's do our own thing. So, the King of Wands here, again, this is a very grounded, stable, energetic card, but at the same time, you know, there's nothing negative to worry about when it shows up in the reverse. Like I said, I'm feeling like this card is about two people going their separate ways, but it's mutually agreed upon. Finally, the Six of Wands, Libra, you are going to be attracting attention. You are going to be recognized for something good, something wonderful. People are paying attention to you. People are honoring you. People are seeing you, and they're like, hey, this person is amazing. They're talented. They are spectacular. Let's give him or her some well-deserved praise. I think that's a fantastic way to end the month of May, because you know what, Libra, you deserve to be recognized. You deserved to be put in the spotlight. And I know that doesn't make everyone comfortable, but you know what? When you do get some positive attention and the spotlight shining your way, enjoy it, appreciate it, and revel in it, because it's something that is well deserved. You've been working hard. You're doing what you can do to not only help yourself, but to help others, and really just to shine. It's like you're shining in your own right, and people are recognizing that, and they want to, you know, be a part of it. They want to be connected to someone who really is on top of their game, someone who knows what, you know, what they're doing, and someone who is experienced. So I just wanted to confirm that, Libra, that yes, you will be getting some type of recognition as the month of May closes out. So overall, you're going to have like I said, you're going to have a really good month here. You know, you've got some new starts coming your way. You also have some new projects and some new opportunities. You're going to get a message here, a positive message, and then things start picking up traction and start picking up speed once we hit the second half of May. All right, Libra, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a Numerology Guidance card. Oops. All right, I got two for you. And this one makes sense. Number 2, patience, but this one here, 46, domestic harmony. Take care of things that are going on at home. You know, pay attention to those closest to you, and make sure that you are doing whatever you can to keep the home life peaceful, you know, and really appreciating the people around you, the people who make your day-to-day life, you know, a place of where I'm feeling the word sacred sanctuary. And I know that probably it doesn't make sense, or maybe it does. Maybe it does for you as you're watching this, Libra. Also, we got number 2, patience, and I think we talked about that here with the Chariot, about you just allowing things to happen in their own way and in their own timing. So there you go, Libra. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you found it helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. And if you would like to connect with me for a private reading, those are available, and I will have the link in the description for you. All right, Libra, thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me. I will see you again next month.